changed everybody and uplifted them and brought the real, true meaning of Christmas into everyone's heart.
It was amazing to see my children be so into giving, helping me to see the real meaning of giving, and it has also opened up the way for receiving.
Reading Christmas Jars touched me deeply.
I thoroughly believe in the magic and the power of the Christmas jar.
We are paying it forward. A little money and some creativity is all you really need to do to pay it forward this holiday season. And Lori Paisley is joining us this morning to tell us how Christmas jars like the ones here in front of us are really helping out struggling families around the holidays. Explain how the book and the jars, how it all works out.
Well, it started back in 2006 when a gentleman came into the Barnes & Noble where I work and asked for a copy of the Christmas jars. We didn't have it, so I ordered a copy for him and a copy for myself, and it's changed my life. And basically what the book centers around is you take an empty jar just like this one and you put it on your counter, and over the course of the year you fill it with your spare change. And then in the days leading up to Christmas or on Christmas Eve, which is how my family does it, you donate that jar to somebody anonymously.
And you've been doing this for quite some time now. Talk to me about how many states, how many countries you have gotten this program going.
Well, in May I had this wonderful idea of trying to get 1,001 empty jars out and allow 1,001 people to experience what I've experienced. And so I tried, and we now have at least one jar in all 50 states and 11 countries that are being filled this holiday season.
And what is that moment like? Because you were telling me during the commercial break that you've left them on doorsteps before and that you've actually handed them out to people. What is that moment like for not only the person that's receiving the jar of change, but for you?
It's an amazing feeling. You know that you're helping somebody out. This jar is not going to solve all of their problems, but it's going to give them a little bit of hope this holiday season. And I think it's allowed my children to really understand the meaning of Christmas.
Well, hopefully folks at home are watching this and thinking how easy it is just to put your change in a jar and then give it out during the holiday season. Thank you so much for paying it forward.
We received a huge Christmas jar on our doorstep last year. It was right after my wife was in an accident. We were all quite taken back by it, and it was just heart-touching to know that as they were adding change to this jar, the thoughts that they might have been having as they were doing it. It was just a wonderful experience for me and my wife and my son as we sat down and we counted the change, and it was a fantastic experience.
Yellow monster. Oh no! Ah!
Last week, Nate Moore lost his job, and on the same day, learned his wife Laura was pregnant with their second child.
Teddy bear turned out the light.
This young family was already struggling to stay afloat, and with their financial obligations mounting, the usual joy felt during this season was just not present.
This Christmas I wasn't really in the whole, spirit of it, just because everything was going by so fast.
I just was a little too worried about how we were going to still pay bills.
A stranger came to their rescue.
That's when the knock came at the door, and there was a lady standing there. I'd never seen her before. And she said, "Are you Laura Moore?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I have a delivery for you." And then just turned around and walked off. I was like, "Thanks." And then as I stepped back inside, I recognized that the jar had a bunch of coins in it, and I was kind of turning over, and there was a $100 bill on the bottom.
This stranger brought hope to a family in need.
After this happened, it just kind of woke me up a little bit more to the love that's in the world. We just barely moved into this area, and we've only been here for 3 months, and it really, really surprised me that there was such a generosity towards a family that they didn't know.
At first, it made me feel, bad because I didn't want people to think we were some charity case, but, the more I think about it, it's just, humbling that, someone would go out of the way.
And the phenomenon isn't confined to just this family. Others have been touched by the message of the Christmas jars.
When we told our family about what had happened, quite a few of them hadn't ever heard of the Christmas jar idea. And the 2 of them have now, that I know of, have started their own jars for next year.
Why are people touched by the message this book brings? Well, perhaps the author himself says it best.
Over the course of 12 months, these jars will fill slowly but with purpose. Every day, if only for an instant, the benefactor will consider Christmas. For most, there will be a sweet daily reminder of what this day we call Christmas means.